External parasites. Fleas, ticks, and mosquitoes. Again, another yummy part of owning a doggy, dealing with anal glands and fleas and ticks and mosquitoes. Let's start with fleas. We want to detect whether there are any fleas, we want to prevent it, and we want a resolution in case they are already there. So let's start with those, and then we're going to talk about ticks, tick removal tools, how we do not twist the ticks because they are not screws, how we do not put oil and cream on them, and why do not squeeze their belly. And we're going to check the skin afterwards for redness, behavioral allergy, any kind of symptoms for Lyme disease. We're going to talk about mosquitoes and why they are a threat for doggies and why you should take your doggy to regular heartworm tests to your veterinarian. So first, let's talk about fleas. I have a few awesome images for you to take a look how they look like, how their poop looks like, and how you can tell what's going on. So top right image, adult fleas looking nice and dry in one of my Ziploc bags. You can find these on the doggy. They are teeny tiny, so you really need a good vision to be able to detect them. But you also need to be super fast because they are jumping. So in case you see one, it's gonna be way less. It's gonna be for way less than 1 second because they like to hide. So you're gonna be more likely to see their poop. Another yummy topic. If you take a look at the two bottom images, on the left you see flea poop in a golden, light brown colored bunch of doggy hair. On the right, you see a lot of flea dirt from a doggy who had darker coat, like gray. It's probably the undercoat what I have there, so I think the doggy was black. It doesn't matter. It's very hard to notice unless the doggy is light color coated. The way you can tell whether the flea dirt is really flea dirt and not regular dirt is to put some hot water on the top of it. And so you either remove the flea dirt from the doggy, what you found with the flea comb, or you go ahead and check your bathtub in case your doggy likes to hang out there, because chances are there's going to be flea dirt in there. So you sweep it up and you put everything on a kitchen towel and you're going to see what's going on. I have a video included about that, but first let's take a look at how the skin looks. So you need to search for tiny red spots, especially around the private areas by the base of the tail, but it's harder to see on doodles. So the best chance is the belly and the inner thighs, private areas, so you can tell whether there are any bites around there. Another way to see, or another example to see the flea dirt on the coat, take a look at the right image there, and how they look like when the doggy is wet. We got very lucky with this dog because this doodle is light colored, so you're gonna be able to see the fleas very easily. The darker the coat, I don't even think I need to tell this, but you're gonna be having way harder time. This dog had a crazy infestation, so I could even smell the irony thing in the air while I was bathing the dog. That's a serious sign that a crazy flea infestation is going on the doggy. In crazy cases, it will dye the water under the dog dark, like brownish, reddish, and you're definitely gonna smell iron blood in the air while you are doing that. So these are the easiest ways to find fleas on your doggy. On the bottom right image, you see two little soda tops. And I put some flea dirt in there with some water. So they dilute really well and make the water nice and nasty. So let's take a look at that video I was talking about and see what's going on. This is flea dirt Fleeter donuts and 2 fleas, and I'm dropping a few drops of hot water on them, and you can see the flesh flea poop melting and diluting into tiny blood drops. One more drop and then it's gonna becoming a real drop of blood. Look at that. It's like insane. And the kitchen towel will just soak it up, and then it's just gonna be gone the more water I add to it. Actually, that's the doggy's blood, which the fleas suck out. So it contains the flea poop contains high volume of doggy blood. So that's how you can tell whether it's dirt or real blood. Yum, again. But it's very informative, so I wanted to leave it in here. Ticks. They are awesome and very useful tools to get them removed. And I'm going to include a sample how you can get them out. We never twist the ticks. We do not put oil or cream on them. We don't want to suffocate them. We are not squeezing their belly. And we need to check the skin afterwards after we remove them. This is how they look. There can be many. Size can be different. Shape can be different. But the basic thing is they have a teeny tiny face, which the front part they put in the skin, the doggy skin or yours. And they suck out blood, and once they feel like full, then they're gonna detach and then go about their own way. They are not fast, so you don't have to worry about catching them. You don't have to run after them, but you have to worry about fleas because they run super fast. So whenever you meet with ticks, the main thing to keep in mind is you want the thing out of the doggy's skin ASAP. Without twisting, putting anything on them, because we don't want them to throw up in the skin. Because in case they are infected, all that infection is going to end up in the dog with a way higher infection rate. So the fastest way to get them removed is to use a tick scoop and scoop them out. No twisting, no dancing around with them, no tickling, nothing. You just scoop them out. I'm going to include a video how you do it. Mosquitoes. You need regular heartworm test to make sure that your doggy does not have heartworms. They can get it from mosquitoes. I'm just gonna touch base this topic and include a few links so you can do your own research, but wanted to mention it. You can see my palm. I just slapped a poor little mosquito which was trying to suck my blood and ended up with a really nice mosquito sticker on my hand, and I felt like, okay, it's appropriate to leave it here. So mosquitoes, we try to prevent them to get on our doggies. There are a few ways. Most of the doggies are indoors anyway, so the exposure is way less than an average outdoor doggies. And you can prevent heartworm. Even if a mosquito bites your doggy, it's not 100% sure that they're gonna get heartworm just by one bite, but we definitely want to prevent and double check with blood test whether our doggies are safe or we need to intervene.